And that's how you do it. You just offer speeches over and over again, and you are evaluated positively, and then you grow and you become confident.
Yeah, and the Toastmasters is all about positivity. So there we are there to learn. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know, my name is Sylvie, and this is my friend Desideria. And today we're going to do a video just talking about the Toastmasters, because we are both from the Tarentaal Toastmasters. She is our VVP, right?
VP PR. Vice President Public Relations.
Come on, somebody. So please do like, subscribe, and if you want to see more videos like this, please do let me know if you'd love to see her more on my channel after watching this video, because we're going to do a lot of talking in the video. So yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to Sylvie's channel. I really hope you enjoyed the video.
Okay, so today we just wanted to give more information on Toastmasters, because both of us are members on Toastmasters. Desideria is, however, on higher levels than me.
Oh, no way.
But we are part of the Tarentaal Toastmasters International, right? So what is Toastmasters?
Yeah, most of you must be wondering what is Toastmasters. Well, Toastmasters is a public speaking and leadership organization. It grooms you. It's a non-profit organization that grooms you on public speaking. So you would wonder, how is this done? So let's say, for example, you become a member. You then get login details to a website where they tell you more of how to become an effective speaker. Once you get your login details, you have 12 paths to choose from. So let's say, example, presentation mastery, dynamic leadership, effective coaching, whichever you choose according to your goals and objectives and what you want to achieve with your public speaking skills. You then choose that, and then once you do that, you'll get material and assigned to a mentor. So maybe your first exercise will be to deliver a speech on body language. You read on body language, and then you come back to the club, and then you deliver a speech that entices or includes your body language, and you are then evaluated accordingly, which you say positive criticism. So the next time you come and have another speech, which is maybe vocal variety, you then incorporate your body language, because you're now told, oh, you excelled at using your hands wisely, but you're moving your body a little bit too much. And that's how you do it. You just offer speeches over and over again, and you are evaluated positively, and then you grow and you become confident.
Yeah, and the Toastmasters is all about positivity. So there we are there to learn. We don't do any shaming, and if there is something that you haven't done right, we will give you positive criticism, as she said. So for example, if you moved your hands a lot, then somebody will tell you, try this next time. If you feel nervous, you can try this. So we also do give you skills and tips on how to improve something that you kind of did in a bad way, but it wasn't wrong to us, because we all do those things. We all get anxious when we're in front of people, we all get nervous. So there are always tips and tricks on how you can combat that. And doing the whole speaking in front of us as your teammates, we cheer you on to get the confidence that you need to want to stand in front and talk to a crowd. So Toastmasters is very effective.
Very, very, very effective.
Even doing this is from the Toastmasters.
Honestly, and Toastmasters is learning while you're having fun. I mean, you're surrounded by people that only want to see you grow and the good in you, so it's a positive environment.
Yeah, low-key Desideria is also like my mentor. I have two mentors.
So
sometimes Desideria also assists me on certain things, and we try to motivate each other to give speeches. I know we don't really have the time, but we always check in on each other, like, are you going to give a speech this week or the coming week? So we try really to motivate each other.
Honestly, we need to keep each other going.
Okay, so the next question is, how did you first hear about Toastmasters?
How did you first hear about Toastmasters?
Okay, so I joined the Toastmasters last year. When I finished my internship, me and my boss were having a conversation about how he wants me to be more on the front line, because I'm like more of the one behind the computer and everything. He does all the talking. So he was like, he wants me to be more doing networking and all that. So I was like, yeah, that's not my specialty. So then he said, oh, I know this other club, it's called the Toastmasters, and they give you like the skills to talk in front of people and stuff. So then he signed me up, and I showed up on that Wednesday, And I remember I was the first person to get there, and I met Hannah Senior at the door. And she told me, come in and come sit in the car so you don't stand, because I was carrying a balloon that day.
Why were you carrying a balloon?
I remember it because I was carrying a balloon. So when I finished my internship, my boss brought me a congratulation balloon. So I had to carry it everywhere.
Was I there? Why did I see this balloon?
Yes, you were.
Really? Did you tie it by the tree before you ended?
I tied it on the chair so nobody could see it. As soon as I ended, I tied it on the chair, so it would just be like underneath the chair so no one could see it. But Hannah Senior saw it. So that's how I heard about the Toastmasters. My boss is the one who signed me up. He told me about the Toastmasters. So yeah, it was more of a development skill for work.
Interesting.
How did you hear about Toastmasters?
So it was 2020, towards the end of the year, and then we went.
So we joined. Same time.
Yeah, I joined January 2021, but I visited the club 2020 towards the end of the year. So then we went for a workshop or training in the coast, and then our company was offering training to a certain company in the coast, and then there were like a group of people. So then there was this gentleman, I don't know, during our lunch break, he walks up to me and said, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm good, how are you? And like, yeah, I'm fine. And you're like, yeah, may I have your details? I want you to be my friend and stuff like that. I like the way you are. You're so confident, the way you speak and all that. And I was like, we speak of confidence. That guy was really confident. And he was like, I'm the one that's confident. I'm like, no,
you are confident. Honestly, the only reason I gravitated towards her was because she stands out in a crowd. Like the moment you meet her, you want to talk to her. Even the first day when I saw you, you were the aha counter. I even remember you. You see, I really remember people, but because the dish was the aha counter, I was like, I must get close to her.
Yeah. Really? Thank you. So then this guy said, you're very confident. I'm like, no, when we speak of confidence, you are even more confident. And the guy's like, no, I'm naturally a shy person, but thanks to Toastmasters, I gained my confidence. I'm like, what is Toastmasters? Tell me more. And then he told me, and he's from Swakop, right? So they have a Toastmasters club in Swakop. He gave me all the details for the clubs in Windhoek. And then I visited most of them. I think I visited 3, but then Tarentaal pulled my attention. So when I say come to Tarentaal is the club to be. Yeah, there are different Toastmasters clubs in Windhoek. I think 4 or 5, and you are allowed to check them out because they have different meeting dates, and maybe you can't make it on the Wednesday when we meet, but you can make it on the Saturday. You might always want to join them. But yeah, that's how I heard about Toastmasters. So I checked them out. I came to Tarentaal, and then what is this? They gave me a table topics. If you are a chair. I'm like, what? Like, I didn't understand. And then I'm like, okay, it was so fun, and I came back again. I wasn't even a member yet. But I would always go back, and once I was ready and get the coins, which we'll talk about later.
We'll give you all
and then I officially joined the club.
I remember the first day I joined, this girl was told she's a cup. she was like, what do I say? So she stood there for a while, and then somebody said, okay, let me help you. So Tarentaal, we are very supportive. We help one another. If you don't understand what's happening, we do table topics is, for example, if you're at an engagement or a birthday and you're told to just, you're told to stand up and just give a toast or something. So they give you a certain topic, and then you start talking for 2 minutes about it.
Honestly, imagine me finding myself at Sylvia's graduation or engagement. I'm like, oh, Desideria, you've been friends with Sylvia for a long time. Can you say something? But because we are Toastmasters, impromptu speaking, we are trained to speak.
So it just comes to mind. You don't even need to prepare yourself. Okay, so what was your first experience of the Toastmasters?
Because I visited different clubs, but let me talk about Tarentaal. The one thing that drew me to Tarentaal is that they were so friendly. I walked in, and Hannah's junior was like, hi, how are you? Welcome to the club. And I was like, I felt so in, and it was just so, we interacted during the breaks compared to the other clubs where you're not so free and you don't know who to talk to. But then the first experience was so good, and there were speeches that were given. I don't remember who, but I think that drew me closer because I was like, I want to be like that person. I want to be an effective communicator like that. And I was like, this is definitely the place to be. And just that, because 2020 was a rough year, I decided to dedicate myself to personal development, and I was like, why not try out public speaking? So I was also now, let me just see what I can do to better myself. And then Toastmasters presented itself, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
How was your experience?
My experience the first day, it was a really nice experience because I'm not someone who just goes out to talk to people, but like she said, Hannah Senior is like the most welcoming person at Tarentaal Toastmasters. Like the moment you walk in, she wants to talk to you, and like, you know, she wants to just be around you. So my experience was really fun. I had so much fun. I laughed a lot that day, and I went home just thinking like, well, it does not feel like a public speaking class. It was so fun, you know, everything, like the speeches even that were given. I remember a guy, I don't know his name though, but there was a guy who, after the day, he only came like few days after when we started getting to the new venue.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I think Sam.
Oh yeah, Sam. Yeah, could be Sam.
Short guy. He's an engineer.
Sam.
It's
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about how he's an introvert and how he's so shy. So I studied psychology, and I really know introverts really are not people who just put themselves out there. But the way he was so confident to stand in front and talk about it, and you know, I was like, well, I'm an extrovert, guys. Okay, I am in between, but I lean more on the extroversion side when I'm comfortable. So I was like, why can't I stand in front and talk to people like that? He was talking about how he used to hold his hands every time he would speak, but you could see the comfort. He was using his hands a lot, and I was like, well, I can also do that. So I left there really motivated to want to join because it was so fun. So yeah, my experience was very nice. Yeah. So how did you start, and how is it going?
Yo, guys, I won't lie to you. I'm a ghetto. I'm from the ghetto. So when I first started speaking, like maybe the confidence wasn't much of a big issue, but the grammar, like y'all, you know, just you guys. So when I was I was using all this. Honestly, Toastmasters is teaching me to polish up on my English because we need to speak the Queen's language like in the right way. So you can't come here and say yo and so or just slang. And I wasn't allowed to use slang like it's
it makes you so aware of your speaking.
Yeah.
Like you sometimes speak and you don't even realize I'm saying you guys or so many times, but they make you really aware of that.
Honestly. Yeah, so then I my experience of how it's going, so I can tell the difference because
I can really tell the difference. Desideria comes back every week with something new. Like when she gets up there, I'm Desideria Gideon. And I'm always like, oh guys, I need to get that energy in me.
Yeah, no, it's honestly going well compared to how I started. Yeah, I was a bit also shy of the stage and not utilizing it because you have groomed on all this in how to use the stage, how to use your voice, and yeah, it's really coming in handy. So I can tell the difference, honestly. Even at work, I used to do presentations, and there was a time whereby, because I left my previous employment, I got like a new job. My boss was like, "Who's gonna be doing the presentations?" I'm like, oh, how did we get there? When did we get there? So yeah, but I still look forward to growing because I see very eloquent speakers doing the most, dancing on stage. Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we are gonna get there.
Yeah.
For me, so far, I have also seen the difference. I remember when I came back from my internship and then I started with the Toastmasters. Normally, I don't opt to facilitate the interviews. My boss does all of that. So there were times where I would suggest that let me take the lead, welcome the clients and do that whole talking, you are here for this and that. And I could see that slowly I was coming out of there. And when people would like ask who's gonna take this, but who's gonna start with a certain topic, I would raise my hand. Even in church, I would now raise my hand to speak. So I do see a difference in myself.
If you do really want positive criticism and if you analyze, Sylvie is the girl, like she just knows what to say, when to say, and how to help you grow. She's also been taking up space lately on stage, taking up roles. Yeah.
I did notice
Yeah,
that last time
yeah.
I came back, I was so comfortable. My friend actually made a video of me on stage, and I watched it at home, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
there's
No,
a
honestly,
difference in me.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Even my boss says that a lot, like Sylvie and her criticism.
And it's a good one that you can go and apply in your daily life. Yeah.
So I think I'm really doing really well. I just need to step up to the plate and do more speeches. Because at Toastmasters, every week when you come, if you, according to your pathway, if you have a task, you have to give a speech, and then the evaluator on that certain skill.
Yeah.
So I really need to step up. My Desideria is already somewhere very far, so I need to catch up.
But just a tip, I think Sylvia is very good. Sylvie is very good at educating, you know. Remember, like her speeches, there's always something to pick out. I'll probably come talk about my stories.
Her stories are, and that's also what I've been trying to incorporate in mine. Every time I think of a speech, I'm like, how can I tell a story? Because there's a Deria stories.
No, but I like the way you educate. Like, then you know now I must go take a personality test. What type of person am I? You know?
Thank you so much. Okay, so any progress? What else would you like to work on? Let's get that question rather.
What would I like to work on? I'd like to work on a lot, my vocal variety. And also, recently, I want to take up, look, this was just for fun, and because as a marketer and communications, you need to be able to communicate effectively. But then lately, I was like, why not do it as a part-time speaker, MC? I honestly won't mind. Maybe on a Saturday where I'm doing nothing, Saturday evening, and I'm going to MC. So what I realized is Toastmasters only works if you do. Like, grab the opportunities. Yes. For example, when we say leadership, how is it included in Toastmasters? It's from the roles, the every meeting roles. Maybe you want to be the Toastmaster of the evening, which can help you become a good MC, or you want to become the timekeeper, managing your time, all those things. I think that's great.
So that you check the grammar and all of that.
Yeah. So I want to use the progress I want to see is me being really so comfortable that I can be able to deliver a speech at a number of people, maybe like a motivational talk, or just be the MC. Yeah, that's what I want to see, and I want to learn. My grammar is still not polished up, guys. I still need to work on that. And the slang also.
The fun thing about Toastmasters is that every week when we meet, you get like a word and the meaning, and then we are told to use it the whole week. So I even remember Lifesum. Last time. I remember that one. For me, with Toastmasters, I want to learn more on how to use the space, because I have a tendency to stand in one spot. I don't really use the space I'm given, because I feel like in that spot is where I feel like I will not forget anything that I have to say. And also maybe also voice projection, like you said, because I would think that I'm speaking loud, but I'm really speaking in a low tone. And also using my hands less, because I really talk with my hands, so and sometimes it can confuse people, so I also want to learn how to do that more. And take up morals. I still haven't done Toastmaster of the evening.
You should.
I will. I have done the AHA counter quite sometimes. Even timekeeper.
And you're very good at it,
Timekeeper also I haven't done it, so I should really opt to do that, So why did you join the Toastmasters?
To better myself, polish up my public speaking, and just also spend my time and coins on something that's gonna grow me, because I could choose to spend that money on like wine or going out, but then I chose to spend it at Toastmasters, something that's really growing me. And you you never know enough, and you're never good at something, because look, back in school, I thought because even my lecturers would be like, presentation is good or whatever. But then when I joined Toastmasters, I realized there's a lot lacking.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of planning and just knowing what to say and when to say it and how to say it. Because you know how Hannah always says that you should put some action in your words so that you emphasize on them, so people can really get the point that you're trying to give out there. For me, I joined it because I'm not really, like I said, I'm not someone who is always in the front line. I like others taking the lead. So I want to also be a leader at some point. I mean, all of us at some point need to want to take some leadership in something in our lives. So for me at work, my boss is someone who, you know how the old people used to say, for you to learn how to swim is they push you in the water and then My boss does that. He throws me in the water. And
Nice.
And a lot of people really like that. I also like that about him, that he does not try to tell me what to do, but he pushes me and then he seeks ideas from me, like, what do you think? Even though he already knows what he wants to do, he will always seek. So I also want to be able to be a decision maker in certain things and also guide others. So I want to be a leader at some point. So that's why I joined the Toastmasters.
And let's not forget about networking. We are here because of Toastmasters. We've made friends out of Toastmasters. Like, apart from the meetings, you meet up with other friends. So it's really great opportunities. Great people that want to grow, and you guys want to grow together. So you're pulling each other up,
Yeah.
And it's really good to have such people in your circle.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So I think now we can share some information about the Toastmasters.
Yeah.
So we meet every second Wednesday.
First and third.
First and third Wednesday in the month.
Yeah.
And we meet at NAST.
Yeah. Namibian German Center for Logistics.
Yes, we will put all the details in the description box for those that want to.
Yeah.
You pay every 6 months.
Yeah, every 6 months.
Yeah, so you pay twice in the year. The fee is about 950. Once you do come to the first meeting is for free until you decide when you want to join. We are not about pushing you to pay or whatever. You come and you see if you would like to be a member, and then after the meeting you talk to somebody that is gonna guide you on how to sign up and all that. And there's always somebody holding your hand throughout the process. From the moment you sign up, from the moment you walk through the door, there is somebody at Toastmasters holding your hand.
Yeah. Just the first step, if you are interested in joining Tarentaal Toastmasters,
please join.
Yes. The first step will be to just visit us as a guest. Come maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times. See if it speaks to your needs and your interests. If it does, go ahead and join. When you do come as a guest, you won't be having much of the benefits. Maybe you will do impromptu speaking, public
we
table
try to
topics.
slowly reel in,
But otherwise, join us. And also, what did I want to say? Or there are different clubs, which is Seagulls, Namfisa Club. I see the Bank of Namibia also has, but those are corporate. And then we have Tarentaal Toastmasters. We meet every first and third Wednesday of each and every month. I think,
we meet at 5:45, but the meetings normally start at 6. We just like to do the 5:45 so that we are all there on time, and then so we can also have that greeting each other moment, and then we get into the business of the day.
Sketching up.
I think that's about it. Like, if you guys want to see Desideria more,
please,
because
if you just want to see Sylvie, guys,
I actually did enjoy this so much.
Me too. so much. We hope you guys also enjoy it.
I really do.
I think there's one thing I wanted to say, but I forgot. Not a problem. It's also fine. We are always available for the questions.
Yes, please leave your questions down below if you'd like to know more about Tarentaal, and we will leave all the details about Tarentaal below. You can always reach out to us on our social media handles if you'd like to join, and we can always guide you on that.
I'm Desideria Gideon throughout Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. Desideria Gideon.
I am Sylvie, but it's Sylvie on Instagram, and then I'm Sylvie Antonio on all my other platforms. So I will leave everything below.
But also, before we close off them, we decided to take up Toastmasters as our to develop ourselves.
Yes.
Maybe you are not interested in public speaking, or you're good. Look, you can always learn. Maybe you want to take up a cooking course because you are good at cooking, and you want to then venture into business and opening up something where you'll be selling, or you just want to cook for your person, nice stuff. Just do whatever you want to do to grow yourself in that particular segment. It doesn't have to be public speaking, but obviously we all need public speaking in our daily lives.
No, we do.
But if you don't want public speaking, look at something in your life, something that you want to
you want to do. The whole purpose of this video is not just about Tarentaal. It's more so about personal development. Like, even now, we are seeing a development in ourselves, like me and Desideria, just by sitting here and talking about Tarentaal. It doesn't necessarily have to be Tarentaal. The video is just to encourage you to do a lot of self-development. Because there's always something you want to work on. And you always learn, like she said before, you always learn every single day something new. So it can be anything else. Just see this as a sign that you need to start working on personal development.
Definitely. Only you can save yourself, honey. We are also just work in progress, but join us and let's move together. Forward we grow.
We are here to hold your hand.
Thank you very much.
Every step of the way.
In closing.
So watching. Please do like and subscribe on this video. Leave us your questions if you'd like to see Desideria again on my channel.
Yes.
And vice versa.
Yes.
Like, we are open to do other videos, a lot of self-development, because I know Desideria has a segment on her channel that is about journeying with Desideria. So it would be really nice to keep doing a lot of personal self-development.
Most
videos.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe next we can even do something based on career. If you have career
Yeah,
questions,
career
drop
questions,
it down.
drop it
Sobi is
down.
our girl. Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.